entire run of Crime Story's coverage of this investigation. He is not brought onto that program to speculate. His contributions have been operationally grounded, carefully worded, and specific. When Fitzgibbon says something on record, it is because he has a professional basis for saying it. He looked at what was visible on that tablet screen. His assessment, delivered on Crime Stories, was direct. What appears on that display is consistent with a live outdoor camera feed, and based on what was visible in that photograph, the system appeared to be connected into what could be a Nest system.
Live feeds from a security camera. This could be connected into that Nest system.
And those two words, Nest system, are where this observation and evidence already in the public record of this investigation connect in a way that is genuinely significant. Because we have already seen in this specific case exactly what the FBI can do when a Nest connected camera is involved. And what they demonstrated the last time they reached into that infrastructure changed the entire direction of this case. When Nancy Guthrie's Google Nest doorbell camera was removed from the wall of the front door in the early hours of February 1st, the sheriff's initial public position was that there was nothing to recover. The camera had been physically taken, the power to the home had been cut. Nancy did not have an active subscription to the Nest service, which under standard consumer expectations means that footage beyond a short rolling window is deleted. Pima County Sheriff Chris Stanos was explicit about it in the days after the disappearance. The data was not there. 10 days later, FBI Director Kash Patel announced that it was. The Bureau had worked with Google through lawful searches, partnering with private sector teams to go into the back-end systems of Google's Nest infrastructure and, in Patel's own words, excavate material that people would think had been deleted and that no one would look for. They found it. Footage from a camera that had been removed from the wall, footage from an account without an active subscription, footage that the sheriff himself had told the public was gone. And it became the most significant piece of evidence released publicly in this entire investigation. The image of the masked, armed suspect at Nancy Guthrie's front door came from data that everyone thought did not exist. Understanding how that was possible matters, because it is directly relevant to what the tablet's outdoor camera may have been producing. A Nest-connected camera device itself. When it detects motion or records of active feed, it streams that data outward through the home's wireless network and into Google's server infrastructure. For subscribers with an active paid plan, that data is organized and stored in alternate access. For accounts without a subscription, it is processed by Google systems, flagged for deletion, and placed in queue to be overwritten when the server needs the space. Flagged for deletion is not the same thing as deleted. Cybersecurity expert Alan Stamos explained this to CBS News when the FBI's recovery was made public. The system operates what he described as a lazy deletion mechanism. The data is marked overwritten, but it physically remains in Google's backend until new data actually writes over the space it occupies. Until that happens, the original material is still there, sitting in infrastructure that the user cannot access and may not even know is retaining it. Stamos was specific about what this means in practical terms. The footage is not available to users who did not pay for a subscription, but that is not the same as the footage not being available at all. The distinction is between user-facing access and what exists in the underlying infrastructure. Retired FBI Special Agent Timothy Gallagher, who ran the Newark field office and specialized in cyber investigations, told NBC News that even if data had not fully completed its cloud transmission, there are multiple points between the camera and permanent deletion where that data will still reside. The FBI's value, he said, is its ability to tear into those data streams and pull out what is there. Gallagher's framing is important because he is describing not just the possibility of cloud recovery, but a layered architecture of data persistence, meaning data can exist at multiple points in a transmission chain even before it reaches its final cloud destination. And FBI Director Kash Patel confirmed exactly what that looks like in practice. His investigators went to Google with lawful authority, expedited their access, and went into the back-end systems and excavated footage that no standard consumer recovery method would have found. It was sitting in residual data. It had not been overwritten, and it produced the only public image of the person believed to be responsible for taking Nancy Guthrie. Now apply that exact capability, proven in this exact case, to a different camera, and an outdoor camera that may still be physically present. One that was connected to a tablet still sitting on the kitchen counter. One that, based on Fitzgibbon's assessment, appeared to be feeding through the same Nest ecosystem and therefore the same Google backend infrastructure. If that camera was transmitting on the night of January 31st, its data flowed through the same pipeline the FBI has already shown it knows how to enter. The question was never whether the capability exists. The capability is documented. The question is whether investigators went looking, and here is why that question carries urgency beyond the obvious. The window for data from Google's back-end systems is not unlimited. As new data flows through the same servers, older residual data gets overwritten. The FBI was able to recover the doorbell footage because they moved within 10 days before the data was fully displaced.
He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give on the inside. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Those statements carry precise weight.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Specifically to avoid alerting whoever was responsible.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0 mid-level. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
To the scene was handled. Retired NYPD Detective Michael Alcazar told CNN in the first weeks of the case that investigators likely rushed in releasing the crime scene, probably did not process it to the best of their ability on that first pass, and then had to return repeatedly to revisit what should have been collected properly the first time. Alcazar noted that reporters had been inside the home after it was reopened, introducing additional contamination into a scene that was already compromised. Retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer outlined what she described as 4 key errors in the investigation's early handling. The crime scene was abandoned too early. The first 48 hours were not used to their full investigative potential. Federal authorities were not called in immediately. And by the time the full weight of forensic resources arrived, the window for optimal evidence collection, attorney Michael Hoopy, who contributed $100,000 of his own money toward the reward fund, told Fox News Digital that in his assessment, the scene was not secured long enough to be thoroughly processed on the first pass. His characterization, investigators went in, looked, opened it up, and then had to come back later. Against that backdrop, an initial response led by a supervisor without homicide investigation experience, a scene released before it was fully processed, multiple returns required to collect what should have been gathered the first time. The question of whether a tablet displaying a live outdoor camera feed was flagged as an active data source during that initial processing becomes a very real and serious question.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down a throw. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and...
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove? Completely stretched out. Was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Dances away. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. On first down, here comes this offense. On the move, it's Jackson. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down to the 32.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Pride. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeper. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Stands in and takes the hit. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Great job by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pride. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Flagway. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Young. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down for the offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Jackson. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. They'll go. short. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Breaks into the open. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Dropping back, it's Glagway.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Houston! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And these offenses getting a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by just 4 to South Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's Gentry. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Got it set up on the outside. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down. 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man. It's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lagway. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pitts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it inside the 40. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Houston... ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that catch.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Powers through the defender. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's in goal. Caught close to the marker, it's Buck. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
They'll move the tight end. The give from the gun. Got enough for the first. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense comes out 1st and 10 from the 11. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left. He's loose. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. and they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball.